come here in Chicago. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Take four. Look at me. Zipper. Hey, echo.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. An incomplete and excellent play downfield. Should have been picked off, really. But 2nd down instead.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
General West.
Hey, watch it.
Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6.
Bravo. Ready?
They'll look to throw here. Man open, Rice. A big play there for Minnesota. And even 50 yards. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Blazing start to the game for him. 4 plays, 4 passes, And look at them now, 1st and goal. Yeah. Pretty good start.
Already down there. Now they just don't want to settle for 3. See if they can put the final words in this script and knock it in the end. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. From a yard out, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. 60 outlaw.
Hey, let's go.
Go.
Mike 54. Mike 54.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Murray. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Let's go, defense.
Go. Switch. Hard. Snap.
They're going to look to throw. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Sua Cravens able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. He'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Danielle Hunter make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Hustle.
he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
61, matchbox lights.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready, set.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Switch up, switch up. 54, smoke go.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Gets this to his running back, Jordan Howard. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Ready.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Going up top. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Okay, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
Set. 50, plant.
Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball.
Shoot.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And when you go 5 wide like they just did there, you can't really max protect, can you?
No, you cannot. What you're hoping is that by going 5 wide, you're forcing the defense into coverage. And if you do that, you get a chance to find some people downfield. But if they audible themselves and go into a blitz, then it's got to happen right now.
Or
very
lights
quickly,
out.
Or exactly right. Turn them out. That play's over.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Check the backer, check the backer.
They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down.
It's our time.
They'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down for the Bears.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creep.
Pilot, 64, read. 5.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sua Cravens able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Sacks, a growing theme in this 1st half. This is 2nd and long. They'll drop to throw. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he's got room. Jarvis Landry. Touchdown, Chicago. Jarvis Landry, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're 1st place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. That'll be caught by Rice. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 40.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Back to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They'll set up a throw. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Finding room to the 20 and down to the 16-yard line. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
And his kick here is good. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daniil Hunter in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
Squeeze.
2nd and long. This is Miller, complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Anthony Miller brings up 3rd down.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Watch tight, tight ends right. Watch tight, tight ends right. 4 down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
At the 30-yard line.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. 2nd down and inches. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. They only needed a few inches there on 2nd, but forget the halfback dive. They were going for the big one.
I thought it was a good time to take a shot. You figure their running game, if they don't get it there, you come back and run for it and pick up the 1st down. Go ahead and be aggressive. Try and get one downfield for a big one.
Hey, Charlie.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Ready?
He'll drop to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
58 to Mike. Let's go, D. Let's go. 58 to Mike. 58 to Mike.
Get it.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Looking left side, and it's complete. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
And the Vikings 1st down.
This quarterback now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw here. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
Incomplete in the end zone. It's now 2nd and 10.
Come on.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Right there. Pick me up. Here we go.
Smooth.
2nd and 10. That's going to be caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But
this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too, and they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, lock it.
Now back to throw. He finds his target. It's Crowder. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down for the Bears.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On the ready.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
He runs.
Looking to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And finally brought down at the 38. 25 yards that time.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check. Greystone travel.
Safe. Slam.
Fire.
They'll look to throw here. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the 1st half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the 1st target of the 2nd half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Daniil Hunter has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. He's looking for another 4-sack game. That's how many he had last week. That's his 3rd.
And when I watch him rush the passer, the thing that always comes to mind for me is how well he uses his hands. The martial arts stuff that a lot of guys do in the offseason to work on those, paying dividends for him. He's getting home in a big way.
Ready.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
I'm going to run you over.
Hey.
Go.
Rock it. Hey, echo.
He'll look to throw. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 26.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Even. 4 down. Even.
Ready.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. This one into the hands of Burton. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. Check. Switch. Kill.
X3, 218, chopper.
36.
Look at me. Go.
He's checking. Crash.
Speed driven.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
Here we go. 8, read.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got Burton here. And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the first down. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. This is caught. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
Well, the feel that I get on this is that they felt like 3 was just not going to be enough after getting this deep into their territory.
And Charles, correct me if I'm wrong, but it didn't even look like they hesitated there. They knew they wanted to go for it.
That tells me that during the week, they were thinking about these situations, and they feel like maybe they're just the better team, and they want to go ahead and prove it conclusively.
They come out here in the I. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Check. Crunch.
Trying the power game with Ham. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. C.J. Ham, his first touchdown on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. To Vecchio to add the PAT. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
Next to score, Vikings 17, Bears 14.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 32-yard line.
Come on.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now, the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now Howard. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Topper! Get it!
2nd and 9 now. Connecting with Burton here over the middle. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now at Soldier Field. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Danielle Hunter in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
4 down, 4 down.
Go! Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot! Let's go! Be driven, be driven!
They're going to look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Burton. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On first down, they run with Howard. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team was saying, hey, yeah, we called him the disruptor, and that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
It's Landry now on the end around. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Back to throw. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Viking 16.
Okay, some people call it the shuffle pass. Some people call it a shovel pass, but this worked really well. And it's hard to do in the NFL because of the big bodies that tend to clog up the middle of the field. But the execution was excellent there, able to get it done and get upfield for big yardage.
They'll drop to throw, and he's got the hook up to Landry. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
And a yard at the 7-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. 2nd and 1. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Vikings 17.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 8. And he finds a man on a crossing route. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
Here we go, 60 or.
First down, Vikings.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back. Check, check.
Go. Hey, seam 6.
58.
Ready?
Back to throw now on first down. Trying to lay one up deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Come on.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Check 50, check 50.
Hey! Shoot!
On the toss play, Howard. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here.
They'll
set up a throw, and that is incomplete. That close on 3rd down, I think everybody probably expecting a run. Instead, they go to the air on 3rd and short yardage.
I realize this is a passing league, and they're liable to throw the ball on any down and distance. But that short, I do question the call. Run the football and pick it up.
Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now a run with Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. He'll drop to throw. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down.
Oh, I know it goes against the grain here. It totally goes against it, but you've got to drop the ball in that situation. He makes a catch, but he loses yards and doesn't get out of bounds.
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
61, matchbox light.
Slam, slam, slam.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Dancing to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Ready. 70, Indy. Go.
On 2nd down now. Potts. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. As the Bears push further out in front. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Vikings take over. That's it, baby. We go work at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. He was trying to go to Harvin again, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Granted, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion.
95%. No, check his mic. Here we go.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, fighting his way into the backfield. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll look to throw here. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Harmon, the intended target.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. Charles, in this one, I think the storyline really, the 4th quarter, coming into it neck and neck, but they were able to separate, put their foot on the gas, and get the win.
And since you mentioned neck and neck, I'm going to stay with a little bit of a horse racing theme. It was that close, and then really went into the gallop and finished it strong.
One more horse racing theme. I am glad you posted today.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So for the Bears, a loss would have really hurt. As it stands, they finished the first half at 3-5. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.